our show, while we're waiting on our co-host Oscar, we are going to have a gymnastics watch party. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch. Today on the show we are having a gymnastics watch party. But until Oscar gets here, we are going to just watch this old school competition. I'm going to eat dinner. I just got home from work. I'm going to smoke a blunt. And then we are going to prepare to talk about current things, current events in gymnastics. Oh, that was full screen.
Li Ying aus China, Natalia Schinowa aus Russland oder die Rumänin Lavinia Milosevici stehen in den Siegerlisten dieses Grand Prix. Und in diesem Jahr nutzten unter anderem auch viele Turnasse der Zukunft die Teilnahme als Vorbereitung auf die Weltmeisterschaft, die im kommenden für die kleine Antonina Korneeva aus der Ukraine war die Kampf der Frauen auf der 12 x 12 Meter großen Hütte ganz temperamentvoll. Achtung, nun für die letzte Sprungreihe. Ja, eine Dreifachmühle, nicht ganz zum Stand gekommen. Insgesamt hat sie natürlich noch nicht die Ausstrahlung einer Svetlana Baginskaja, aber was nicht ist, kann ja immer noch werden. Antonina Nakorneeva. Da war die dreifache Mühle. Ein kleiner Schritt daneben, aber ansonsten ein Sprungprogramm, das sich sehen lassen konnte. Und Sie sehen es auch an der Note 9,575. Und damit kann sie zufrieden sein. Tan Minhua aus China, der Turnfloh aus Peking. Auch für sie ist es der erste große internationale Wettkampf. Und wie wir aus der Vergangenheit wissen, waren es ja nicht nur immer die chinesischen Männer, die die Turnwelt überraschten. Der Doppelsalto zum Abgang, zum Schluss ihrer Balkenübung. Der Turmneuling Tan Minhua aus China. Alles war natürlich noch nicht ganz rund, aber sie hat eine ganze Menge gewagt. Zum Beispiel eine Drehung auf dem 10 cm breiten Balken, diese hier. Da kommt sie ein bisschen aus der Balance, aber immerhin. Schön hoch, dieser Doppelsalto zum Schluss, nicht ganz gestanden. 9,55 Punkte für die kleine Tan Minhua. Na, damit kann sie zufrieden sein. Claudia Rusan, die Rumänin. Doppelsalto mit einer ganzen Drehung. Die Damen zeigen 2 Sprünge, sie können die gleichen Sprünge zeigen. Die Mittelnote geht dann als Wertung hervor. Absprung. Und die ganze Drehung. Der Sprung war sauber. 9,75 für den ersten Sprung. Und da sehen wir ihn nochmal. Auch da gab es nicht viel auszusetzen. – 31 Kilogramm wiegt diese kleine, zerbrechliche junge Dame. Aber schauen Sie, was da für Kraft hintersteckt. Sehr sauber, mit geschlossenen Beinen. Nicht ganz so gut wie der erste Sprung, 9,7 und als Mittelwert 9,725. Das notieren wir für Claudia Rusan aus Rumänien. Julia Jurkina aus Belarus. Sie strahlt ein bisschen mehr Weiblichkeit aus, ist auch schon 17 Jahre alt. Sie kommt aus Minsk. Sie ist eine sehr elegante Turnerin. Ja, dieser Schraubensalto als Abgang, der stand. Julia Jurkina, auch noch unbekannt in der Turnwelt, aber das kann sich ja, wie man das aus der Vergangenheit weiß, ja immer schnell ändern. Schon im nächsten Jahr, dann klingt ihr Name etwas heller. Schön hoch, dieser Gingersalto. Julia Jurkina, 9,55 Punkte. Aus dem Gastgeberland Joanna Juc. Sie kommt aus Melbourne. Ein junges Talent. Ja, der Zuckerhahn, der kam.
I'll be right back, people.
Mit einer Mühle beschließt sie ihre Bodenübung. Joanna Juc aus Australien. Ja, und wer weiß, im Jahre 2000, da könnte sie ja noch mit in der Nationalmannschaft ihres Landes stehen. Sie wurde natürlich hier besonders von den Zuschauern angefordert. Sie springt sehr hoch und wirkt insgesamt sehr elegant. Die Temporeihe, auch die blitzsauber. Die kleine Joanna Jutsch, die freut sich natürlich über so eine Wertung 9,7 und das war in der Tat nun kein Geschenk an das Gastgeberland. Die hat sie sich verdient. Nadja Hatagan aus Rumänien, die zweite Rumänin, also jetzt im Rennen und Rumäninnen sind immer zu beachten. Sie galt sogar als der Geheimtipp bei den Fachleuten. Ein Rondatsprung. So wie ihn einst Natalia Jurtschenko erfunden hat. Und für den ersten Sprung, na bitteschön, 9,75 immerhin. Und jetzt springt sie nach Balalaika-Klängen, denn die andere Riege ist am Boden. Aber das stört Nadja Hatagan keineswegs. Und noch einmal dieser Rondatsprung. Nicht ganz so wie der erste. 9,6 erhielt sie dafür. Rondat, Salto rückwärts. Wie gesagt, die Erfindung der Natalia Jurtschenko. Und jetzt springt man ihn bei den Damen mit einer Drehung, mit anderthalb Drehungen sogar. Insgesamt 9,675 als Mittelwert. Und damit kann Nadja Hatagan zufrieden sein. Claudia Rusan führt nach dem ersten Durchgang mit ihren 2 sauberen Sprüngen vor Joanna Jutsch aus Australien. Und dann auf dem 3. Platz gemeinsam Nadja Hatagan und Olga Jurkina. Das also der Stand nach dem ersten Durchgang. Nun sind wir bereits im 2. und da zeigt sich Tan Min-hua aus China. Sehr selbstbewusst, die junge Dame. Und nach den ungarischen Tänzen von Liz versprüht sie chinesischen Paprika. Naja, allerhand, was uns Tan Min-hua aus China da gezeigt hat. Sie war die 6. nach dem ersten Durchgang, aber da will sie keinesfalls bleiben. Sie will natürlich noch ein paar Plätze höher kommen. Anderthalb Salto war das. Und für so viel Temperament erhält die junge Dame 9,625 Punkte. Da schaut sie noch etwas abwesend, aber sie hat bestimmte Pläne. Und die hat Irina Golob aus Russland auch. Sie hat das kleine Schwarze angelegt. Eine sehr elegante junge Dame.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Der Jägersalto nach der Katschow-Kontergrätsche. Das zweite Flugelement.
Get a full pirouette somewhere. That's a pirouette.
Aus dem
Oh, nice.
Rückschwung der Doppelsalto vorwärts mit einer halben Drehung. Eine tolle Übung von Irina Golob. Aber sie hatte ja im ersten Durchgang nur 8,5 am Balken. Das die Katschow-Kontergrätsche, das erste Flugelement. Und ein schöner hoher Jägersalto. Ja, diese 8,5 beim ersten Durchgang, die sitzen natürlich. Die sind schwer wieder wettzumachen. Auch wenn sie hier eine wunderschöne Stufenbarenübung gezeigt hat, für die sie 9,75 Punkte erhalten hat. Und noch einmal sehen wir Joanna Hughes aus Australien. Sie ist jetzt mit dem Sprung an der Reihe. Ein Rondat-Sprung, Salto rückwärts mit ganzer Drehung. Und inzwischen, da braust auch hin und wieder mal der Beifall für die anderen Turnerinnen auf, die dann auf der Matte oder aber auch am Stufenbarren turnen. Die Riegen haben sich verteilt. Joanna Hughes ist beim Sprung. 9,425 für den ersten, 9,525 für den zweiten und insgesamt Mittelwert von 9,475. Ja, der zweite, der war besser. Schauen Sie, wie viel Kraft dahinter steckt beim Anlauf schon. Und Joanna Hughes ist zufrieden. Klar, dass sie bei diesem Wettkampf eine gute Figur abgeben will. Nadja Hatagan, die Rumänin, die Junioren-Europameisterin. Gingersalto nach einer Pirouette. Eine schöne, hohe und schön gegrätschte Katschow-Kontergrätsche. Und auch aus dem Rückschwung der Doppelsalto vorwärts. Besonders schwer wegen der Orientierung, Rückschwung und dann der Ansatz zur Drehung nach vorn. Ja, diese Übung war eine eindeutige Kampfansage, zum Beispiel an die Chinesin Tan Minhua. Das Beste, was es bisher am Stufenbarren gab. Und dafür auch die höchste Note verdient 9,725 für Nadja Hatagan. Ihre Landsmännin Claudia Rusan, auch sie am Stufenbarren. Sie ist fast einen Kopf kleiner als Nadja Hatagan. Und dafür gelingen ihr auch diese Riesenfelgen sehr gut. Auch sie zeigt den Gingersalto. Die Katschow-Grätsche aber wesentlich schlechter als Nadja Hatagan, viel zu flach. Und da macht sie gleich noch eine Katschow-Grätsche. Als wollte sie sagen, die erste ist mir so schlecht gelungen. Da muss ich mich revanchieren. Und zum Schluss ein wunderschöner gestreckter Doppelsalto. schöne Pirouetten am oberen Holmen. Ja, Katschow, die Zeide war das, die etwas bessere. Katschow-Grätsche, Gingersalto, alles aus dem Repertoire des Männerreckturnens. Claudia Rusan. 9,475 Punkte. Der dritte Platz. 1-2. Antonina Nakornejewa aus der Ukraine, die wir eingangs gesehen haben, mit ihrem Sprung. Und das ist ein Rondat-Sprung, Salto rückwärts mit einer ganzen Drehung. ,5 erhielt sie. Eine Mini-Laus besser als der erste Sprung. Das war auch die Meinung der Kampfrichter. 9,55, also 500stel mehr. ,525 dann der Mittelwert, der Endwert für Antonina Nakornejewa. Nadja Hatagan, die Rumänin, führt das Feld auch nach 2 Durchgängen an. Vor Irina Golob aus Russland, 1/10 dahinter, dann Claudia Rusan, die Rumänin, und gemeinsam auf dem 4. Platz Johanna Juc aus Australien und Tan Minua aus China. Julia Jurkina 7. und die kleine Nakornejewa auf dem 6. Platz. So, jetzt wird erst einmal eine kleine Pause eingelegt. Der Spaßvogel Paul Hunt steht bereit. Der will jetzt mal zeigen, was eine Harke ist. Der junge Mann hat sich also ja nicht verirrt. Der sorgt für ein bisschen Spaß in der Halbzeit. Da müsst ihr jetzt nur aufpassen, dass die Holmen nicht krachen. Na, das sollte man lieber lassen.
It's Oscar. Hi. And
hello.
Yay, we're on the show. Hi, Oscar.
Ew. Don't pause it there, please. Any other frame.
I paused it here on purpose. So, Fred, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. You look lovely in your setup.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So today, you guys, Oscar wanted to do a show. The internet was pissing me off the last show we did. So Oscar said he wanted to do a show, and he don't even know what the hell we doing the show about. Because I thought about an idea while we was up here being busy. I want to do the show today about whatever he want to also talk about, but I also want to play the What If Olympics. I want to play what if nobody was hurt. I want to play if Russia was there. I want to play if every team had their biggest and brightest stars, so no injury happened. Who would have been first, silver, and gold in team, all around, vault, bars, beam, and floor. That is what I want to do today.
Sounds fun.
Oscar, did you have any specific ideas that you wanted to talk about?
If I did, I must have forgotten. So maybe they'll come back to me by the time we've gotten through that, because that sounds like a lot to do. It's just considering Russia and Belarus, I guess, if they were there, or other teams as
They
well.
were there. If GB had the full complete team, both
Oh,
got a
also
role.
if injuries didn't happen. Great.
Correct. If Japan wasn't around there being stupid and would have picked the right team and not kicked their best gymnast off just because of smoking teas allegations. What else? I mean, yeah, there was some Italian injuries, but I think Asia probably would have been. Yeah, that's a what if. I'm not sure.
What if could Vanessa have defended her silver?
I'm not sure if Vanessa could have made this team. Okay. So, Oscar, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, while we're playing What Ifs, um,
What if Sunisa had her
gymnast,
chum?
the 2020 Olympic champion, posted a video of a chum. And while we're playing the What Ifs, this could have
Exactly.
actually happened. Let me find the video. Have you seen the video? I'm pretty sure you've seen the video, friend.
Yes, I have seen it. I was just about to mention it.
Oscar. Oh, sorry. My internet was, for whatever reason, just did. Did I post the video? Or not posted the video, reposted
I
it. That's
reposted
what I'm
it.
trying to say. Oh. Well, hell, while we're here on my Twitter, hold on, I gotta tell you all. Let's see. It will do it. Did it do it? Is it doing it correct? It is doing it correct, child. Okay. Let's start off with are you back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. While we're talking about vaults, let's say a good
I don't have much to breathe. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King.
most that y'all will never see that vault
Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few.
ever again.
I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart.
I think that's funny.
Yeah, we all have to collectively say goodbye, thank you. It's been such a great era. I won't miss it.
It has. You won't. Oh, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite. Part two, Scott Blakely. If you don't get some kind of hair care, skin care line deal with your NIL, you look amazing sister. You look amazing. Um, I thought this was funny. Somebody was like, on during this part of her routine. I thought that was funny. My Michaela Maroney, I love Michaela Maroney gymnastics post. Um, let's see. Did I post it? It was Miss Bios, Miss Jordan, Miss Michaela, Miss Selena Johnson talking about the kids can't sing, Michaela Maroney. Um, oh no, they're not. I know I reposted this.
It's at like the top of my
I know.
page, if you're able to find that.
Okay. Yeah, I think I will go that way. Cat.
And she also posted a bars combination that we hadn't seen before, but people had been, um, putting into routines for her.
I mean, shit, it's just.
I feel like she left room for her critics to be critical because she didn't connect the Van Leeuwen.
Show. Okay, here we go. What do you think, you all? Do we think either one of these combinations seriously could have happened?
I feel like they would have made um her all-around program even more, competitive, having, I don't know, I feel like those skills would have taken her up a level. I'm not saying it would have been the same space that Rebecca or Simone are in, or anyone who scored higher than her at Worlds, but super impressive, super unique. And the Chung, I was like impressed with how quickly she was able to twist. I feel like she's a slow twister.
I know, right? It's very impressive that. Now, do we think? Okay, let's take this uneven bar combination out the equation because where the hell would that go?
It would go at the beginning.
But this Chung, do we add this Chung to the what if fuck her kidneys? Because she was working on it. She was working on it at Arbor.
I
I
don't
think
think she gave a date for that video though, right? Because I'm gonna
no,
assume that was like when it looked its best.
I do too. Like right before kidneys start effing up.
But I don't know. I would be really curious what the date was.
Do we think without her kidney issues, this Chung would have happened?
I don't see why not. Like I feel like she would have continued pursuing it, and there's no reason to assume it wouldn't have improved the more she trained it.
Do you think without injuries to the top American girls, she would have needed it to A, make the team, or B, compete in the all around?
Well, I feel like if the other girls hadn't gotten injured, Sunisa would have tried to increase her difficulty scores regardless. So, like, that is one route she could have taken, or she could have done other upgrades, you know? But I definitely think she would have felt more pressure to have higher D scores and maybe not take out her layout step out now, for instance. What do you think?
Mm.
I definitely think she would have had a
So
really difficult time being put up as an all-arounder.
I think Suni needed to do without question. Now, while we're here in the realm of possibilities, let's play with here. Hear me? I know, Oscar. They're saying Restream lost connection. There we go. Can you hear me, Oscar? Restream? Anybody? I know Twitter. I'm just up here looking like, what the fuck do I do? Um, back? Yeah. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I know Oscar dropped off. No, it's not your fault. I think it's me.
Hi, I can hear you, and you look great.
I think it's.
I think the problem was me. Hi.
Okay. Okay. I'm back, everybody. I had to refresh my browser.
Sorry about
No,
that.
no, it's okay. So, like I was saying, let's start the what if Olympics. So, what if so
Wait, what did you say about Suni's? You were like saying that she needed a chung, and that's when I lost you.
I feel like if she wanted to do the all around, she would have definitely needed the chunk if nobody was hurt or the top girls wasn't hurt.
For
I don't
sure.
feel like I don't feel like she would have been able to do the all around if not for injuries.
Mm, probably not. But then again, if the standard is higher, sometimes people are able to increase their or improve their performance. So never say never.
Never say never, but Sky Blakely actually landed a chunk. So she would have definitely
The odds
Leanne
were
Wong.
not in her favor.
Leanne Wong actually landed a chunk. It would have been
They
stupid hard.
taught Jocelyn Robertson a chum.
They taught Jocelyn Robinson a chunk. So let's do the what if Olympics. So we're just gonna do the top 8 teams from team finals because we could do what if for a lot of things and change a lot of standings, but that's too much. But for the
Do
top eight,
you even remember off the top of your head the teams that were ninth through 12th in qualification?
no. And I'm really up here thinking about it. Um, I know one of the teams were France.
France
Okay,
might have been lower than that.
they might have been
Like,
that.
well, there were there only 12 teams in qualification?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think from the top 8 teams, do you remember the top 8 teams by your off the top of your head?
Um, Working from the top, you have USA. This is qualification or team final?
However you want to do it, boom.
Italy, Brazil, GB, Canada, China, Japan, and Romania. But that was out of order.
So with the Romanians, do you think? I think that was their dream team. I can't think of anybody else that would have been on the team if not for injuries.
Maybe they have a gymnast that's talented that went to 2021 Worlds. Mara Cheplin. She made the floor final.
Okay, who she would have replaced?
Preda, Andrea Preda. She only did bars in qualification, I think.
How do you think that would have helped the Romanian team? Do you think it would have changed anything really?
No, because they already overperformed. So, and they already had two floor finalists. So I don't think it would have significantly changed it. Maybe they would have had like a half a point on their team score, but I don't think that would have changed them from like seventh to sixth.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the next team. Who was 7th in qualification?
Romania definitely had junior talent, this quad that didn't pan out at a senior level, but I'm not going to include those in this conversation.
So 7th was Japan.
No, I think Romania was seventh in the team final. So I think I think Japan was last, sadly, but I'm going to double check it right now. Even though in qualification they hit all 16 of their routines.
Clearly, if they wouldn't have sent
Shoko Miyata.
home, they definitely would have placed higher than eighth. Um, if
She,
Sarah, if Sarah, they have a bunch of injuries too. Japan,
Sarah Yamaguchi, Mika Mizuno, Hazuki Watanabe. Um,
like I think their whole team probably would not be the team if not for injuries.
I think they would have kept Kishi Rina because she has a DTY and a double on floor, and she's was consistently their top all arounder, and she had usable scores on every event.
So definitely, if the Japanese would have had their strongest team, I think they could have been contenders for a team medal. But we're going to get
They totally were in my eyes going into the competition.
me too. But we have to get there because we're not there yet. Because before we get there, who was number 6?
6 would be China in the team final, I think.
Which is sad. Now, was do we think there were really any major injuries that would have really shaken up the Chinese lineup? Maybe
Gotta think about
retirement,
that.
retirements, yes, but injuries, I don't think so.
I think Wei Xiao Yuan you can count as an injury, and I'm sure Luo Rui had an injury in there somewhere. So I would sentimentally count her too, because she would always be on my Olympic team. Anyone else? I mean, yeah, she was the 21, right? 21 and 22 bars world champion. And then the other one was the bronze medalist in on bars in 21. And she made the final in 22 with her layout Jaeger. Imagining having those two plus Xiao Tiyuan in the bars final would have been, or lineup for the team would have been great. And what's her name? Zhang Yihan, the youngest member, wouldn't have made the team.
That's if the girls would have fallen in I don't know which China. We're gonna get ready for it. So you saying they would have taken Wei Xiaoyang over Zhang? Don't make me jack up. So that's the replacement you would do.
It's complicated. I understand that Zheng Yihan was used on bottom floor, but I think she would have made that team. So I think that they would have like built the team around her kind of.
Okay. Do you think it would have? Because I mean, I don't think China did not medal because of lack of talent. They just fell a lot. So do you think China? Do you think any of these replacements would have helped or the Chinese do any better than they actually did?
Well, Zheng Yihan didn't even fall. I know it's not about her, but I think it's kind of unpredictable, and I expect them to count to fall on at least one fall on bars and beam at this point. So it's unfortunate when it happens with their best bars or beam worker, you know, and that's how it seems to happen recently. But yeah,
Absolutely. Um, so number 5 was Canada.
because I think, sorry, I think that
Oh, take
China, didn't they hit floor and vault, even though they were like eighth on both? I don't think they counted any a fall or anything on any of their routines, but then they counted a fall on at least one fall on bars and beam. Well, Xiao, I think that's when she hit her heels on her layout Jaeger, so
Yeah.
that's different. Okay, fifth was Canada, and I feel like they really overperformed compared to qualifications, especially.
Do you think there was anybody that Canada that was hurt, that they left home, that could have helped that team at all?
I don't think so. I feel like maybe they had some mismanaged young talent also, but I feel like in general, Canada or the gymnasts from Canada that end up going to Worlds or Olympics lack the difficulty compared to the other teams. But of course, there are situations where they make up that margin in execution. But I don't feel like they had like a gymnast with a lot of D that was injured or they left at home, anything like that.
Okay. Next up is the fourth place team, which is GB. Now, again, GB, just like the Japanese, I think their whole team would be different if it wasn't for injuries. So,
Did you see that Alice Kinsella gave an interview recently, and she talked about her reaction to thinking the team had won the bronze and finding out that they were fourth. And I thought it was a um, like a very classy explanation of her experience, and I was happy to hear more about it because it was like everyone had a strong reaction to watching that.
I have not. I have not even heard of it. So, I will add that to my listening pleasures, especially when I work overnight. So, with GB, who would be on their team if not for injuries?
I forgot like all of them.
I think GB team would be Jessica Gadarova, Odine Ochampion, Jennifer Gadarova. I do think Alice Kinsella still would make the team, just maybe not as an all arounder. Or if she does make the team as an all arounder, she would be the third all arounder behind Ondine and Gadarova.
So Jennifer's not on your team?
I'm not sure if I would put it would be hard between Jennifer and Ruby. Oh, it would be hard between Jennifer and Ruby because I'm not sure who I would pick.
I think I would have picked Jessica Gadarova, Alice Kinsella, Becky Downey, and
Okay, so we say no injuries then. Okay, yes. So okay. So the team would be a full healthy Jessica Gadarova as my top all arounder. A
And
full
she's gonna
healthy.
make which finals would she have made at these Olympics?
We're not there yet, but keep that question because we're getting there. A full and healthy Odina champion. Then we will have.
What are her? Can you rank on Dean's events in your head?
She's kind of like Kyla Ross. She's very middle of the road on everything.
So she doesn't. What's her weakest event?
I don't think she have a weak event. She's scoring like between 13.5 and 14 everywhere.
Really, she's scoring 13.5 on floor.
Wait, that's a really high floor score, isn't it?
It's
Maybe
just
like a
it's a good score.
like a like a 12.8 to 13.1 on floor.
Okay.
So a full healthy Odine, and then our third all arounder would be Alice Kinsella, right? So then we would have my issue of do I put Jennifer Gadarova on 3 events and let Becky Downey do bars, which is probably what I'm going to do. Or do I just let Jennifer Gadarova do? No, I need Becky Downey on the team. Do I trust Ruby Evans to do 3 events and just let Becky
What
Downey do?
if you have? It's like Ruby Evans Beam, or what if it? Well, I guess if they're healthy, then you can credit them their difficulty that they've competed in the past. Because I was
Mm.
like, what if Jennifer, she made it back for the team in time, but she only has her Yurchenko full or 1.5.
See, that's not the game we're playing. We're playing what if they're back at their full strength. And at her full strength, she had a very beautiful DTY working on her armor. Now, I'm not saying she would have an armor. Maybe. I mean, Jennifer Gadarova was very
I
talented.
would definitely put Jennifer 2020 Jennifer Katarova on the team.
Are we playing? No,
Does that
that's
work
too
that way?
far. That's too far in the past. I don't expect. I don't expect her to be there because bars sucks for her.
But then
But
I would definitely take her and Becky.
yeah. But there's also an argument to take both Jennifer and Ruby and be like fuck bars and be like vault down, bitch, vault down.
Well, I think bars is the highest scoring event in general. If like, of course, there's an outlier in Simone's Yurchenko double pike, but you know, beyond that, the bars scores can matter more, and that's how I feel like the Russians in 2020 and the Italians and the Americans did so well this year on bars more than ball.
I feel that. I feel that.
I mean, I don't want to spread misinformation. Sorry, the USA had a higher vault total than the bars total this Olympics.
So I'm gonna go your strategy and go Jennifer Gadarova, Becky Downey. So I'm saying Alice Kinsella and Becky would have made this team. Everybody else would have been
Ooh, and think about it. Becky only has to do bars, so she would have
only have to do bars.
maybe she gets to hit. She gets to save her hits for the final.
Or she just get the fuck up really badly because all her nerves and energy is focused on that one event. I don't know. It could go either way. It could be like event finals 4 times. Well, 3 times. I don't know. It could go either way with her. But I tell you one thing, she wouldn't do her hardest bar routine until event finals. Each and every time for my team, it would be that damn 5-6.1 bar routine each and every time. Okay, moving on to harder, a little bit harder. Well, Brazil, I don't think it's hard. I think Brazil picked their top team. I don't think injuries, no injuries. I don't think they could have picked a better team. How about you?
Um, I think that they picked the right team. There are like gymnasts from the past two quads who haven't officially retired yet that I enjoyed more than some of the gymnasts on the team, but like the timing just was not there. So someone like Crystal Becerra or um, Thais Fidelis.
Uh-huh. So, with the Italians, the silver medal winning team at this Olympic Games, no injuries. Who would have made this team?
No,
Yep.
Elisa injured her foot, and she did all around in. She was supposed to do beam. She was supposed to do her DTY in the team final, and they just put her up on bars. Sorry,
No,
a
no, you're
small
good.
injury, not as bad as it could have been.
Basically, what my question is, who would have not been on this team? So, Asia D'Amato would have been on this team.
I don't know what they would have done. I don't know how they. I don't feel like I have a strong understanding of the Italian Federation, their perspective. But my perspective is that it would have been clever with the knowledge after the fact that of what Georgia Villa ended up scoring on bars. Actually, I would have replaced Georgia for Asia because that bar score wasn't that high, and she was only doing bars. And I think Asia, who knows, she could have actually maybe had another usable score on a different event.
Asia full strength would have been their top all arounder ahead of them, Alice.
It hadn't really sunk in, or I hadn't really understood that in the team final, Italy ended up using two of their five gymnasts just on bars.
But I do agree, it would have been Alice. I mean, it would have been Asia over Georgia Villa. That seems just right, just naturally right. Maybe over on Andrielli, but that doesn't seem right. But the Italians don't ever do things that seems right to me, so I'm not sure.
I think Alice and Manila are locks, and it would have been Angela or it could have been Elisa also, even though she seemed to be peaking.
Hmm. If they would have, maybe, but that would have been a dumb decision. But maybe.
No, it was not my decision. It wouldn't have been my decision either.
So we have decided that Georgia Villa, you would not have made this team, and Asia D'Amato would have made this team as an all arounder.
Well, did Elisa do all around in qualifying?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. The Italians, I'm sorry, babies, y'all had the misfortune of having the same subdivision as the Americans, and so that was my full attention.
They put up Elisa, Alice, and Manila, so Asia can have Elisa's all around spot in qualifying. And then Elisa will do vaults and bars, and Angela can do beam and floor.
Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan. And now, finally, in the What If Olympics, what if no American injuries? Who makes this team? Now, I have my strong opinions, but I want to hear my daughter's opinions first. Then I would give mine.
Whatever opinion I'm about to give, it's not a strong one because I'm kind of forming
Let
it
me
right
put a
now.
caveat to this. Let me put it because the Americans can go so many different ways. So I'm just gonna put this caveat. Only people who said they were doing gymnastics in the year of 2020, at least 2023 and 2024. We can't go back in time to injuries that happened in 2022 because that's just
Who got injured in 2022 and never came back?
Connor.
No, she came back and competed.
Um,
But she's not on my team.
maybe a non-injured Connor. Okay,
There was a
see,
moment where she was on my team right after she did her beam routine at her comeback competition. And then she went to floor and injured her leg. And it was,
it would I could put Connor on my team if I saw another event, even a DTY, just something else to.
she definitely did well, but I think she did a full twist.
Yeah, because she did a full twist in her NCAA.
I don't know. I said that with confidence. I feel like I definitely saw her doing all four events in podium training.
Oh, she definitely was going to try to do the all around again. It definitely was part of her plan. She definitely was not just trying to do beam and
So,
floor.
so what are you saying that she wasn't on your team yet after she did that beam routine? She needed to do another routine?
I needed to see her do other because okay, this is the thing with Connor, and I've always said this, and and you know, it played out the way it played out, and they both got hurt, so it didn't matter. But it always was Connor and Sky to me are not the same gymnasts; they just have the same best events. So if Sky was a lock to me, she was a lock at that moment in time. And with that Chung, Sky definitely was a lock to me at that moment in time. I just don't see where Connor made sense on the team because you had Suni for beam, then you would have had Sky for beam. Charlize is good on beam. Simone is Simone. I she gets into the Kalia Lincoln conversation where she's great on one event, but how else are you gonna help the team? In my opinion, and this is just what if. This isn't. I'm not talking shit about Connor, Nisha. I'm not talking shit about your girl, Nisha.
What if? Okay, so maybe I would choose a team like something like Simone, Charlize, Sky, Kalia, and Gabby.
Can, can you explain that team to me?
Well, I would have the first three do the all around, and then I would have
Okay.
Kalia do floor, and I would have Gabby do bars and beam,
Gabby.
and maybe an Aminar or a C vault. Or she doesn't need a vault. She just needs her bars and beam, and Kalia can do her DTY. What are the biggest weakness? Where are the biggest blind spots with my team? It feels well covered. Obviously, it's not like I'm
It
leaving
does.
some gymnasts that with like I'm leaving a third Chung out potentially, you know. But Suni's bars, but I feel like it levels out.
For me, the team with no injuries now would be clearly Simone still makes the team. Then we have Sky Blakely as our second all arounder. That's right. I think Sky Blakely would have caught Charlize Jones. And y'all can argue with yourselves in the comment section. These are my opinions. Create your own podcast and spew your own bullshit. I think Sky Blakely would have caught in Charlize with that Chung vault and those upgrades to her floor. I think Charlize becomes our third all arounder. I do think Gabby would have made the team. I say that with confidence.
Okay, so what do you need right now from your fifth gymnast? What are you using Gabby on?
I'm not sure yet. In only event that I'm positive his bars, but I'm not even sure about that. Okay. And Suni. And Suni. And this will be my lineups. Clearly Simone is doing it all around.
That would be clever if Suni had a Chung, especially.
That's why I'm putting her on the team. Um and see, this is gonna be some bullshit Soviet gymnastics Marta Karoli lineup shit that people gonna talk shit about me about, but I wouldn't care. This is what I would do. Simone, Gabby, and Charlize are doing the all around. Simone, okay, yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. You ready?
Wait, you need to say where Gabby is ranking on the team.
I know, but you will get it when I do my lineups. You ready? So the all arounders would be Simone Biles would be the number one all arounder. Charlize Jones would be my number two all arounder. Sunisa Lee would be my third all arounder.
Oh, Gabby's not doing all right?
No,
Oh, you changed it.
yes, because I'm saying a healthy Sunisa Lee without kidneys. I got to remember no kidney disease because I really think that really helped Suni back a lot. No tea, no shade. Gabby was retired for a very long time. Suni was still here doing gymnastics. I'm not crazy. Suni would have been able to. Suni would have been able to keep up the squad. I think. But this is Sunni with the Chong. Well, I mean, Sunni did the all around either way, but I'm just saying, in my fantasy gymnastics world, this is Sunni with the Chong. This is Sunni doing her 1.5 pirouette through to her lead, through to her Van Leeuwen, Pat Full, all of the combinations, girl. All of the combinations you can think of. This is her doing her layout step out mount. This is her doing her double pike off a beam. All of the beam difficulty you can think of.
The double pike just disappeared, and I kept saying it was gonna happen, and you kept telling me it wasn't going to happen.
Baby, that was not for to happen, but because her double tuck was already kind of short, there was no way that double pike was going to happen. But okay,
What was that? Just like press stunts and shenanigans?
no, I think she
She
thought she
called
had time.
Scott Bregman, come to the gym and film this double pike.
I think
Let
she
the
really
people know.
legitimately thought she had time to gather it back, but
She clearly had issues with being at like leading up to the Olympics and at the Olympics. She did not look as in control as she has characteristically.
definitely. Um, and then Gabby would do
Wait, sorry. So
bar.
I mentioned that because like I think that affected her mindset and probably her taking out her harder mounts. Like she was not so aggressive, I think, because of her performances and consistency.
I think so. I agree 100%, sis. So Gabby would do bars and floor. Sky would do bar and beam.
I love that. I love that Gabby gets to do floor.
Um, so now we did all of that. Now we got to go back. Now I think of all of those people that we just put back into the Olympics. Now I'm
Sure.
gonna let you. I'm gonna let you do the damage. But Russia is here, so who's not making team finals out of all of those teams?
Mm, Romania.
Period. Now, who makes the Russian Olympic team in your opinion?
Romania or Canada? Who makes the Russian team? Probably Ludmila Roshina. Probably. I mean, I don't know. Like, oh, this is like how the same rules apply. Because
Correct.
I was like, they're injured, right?
Yeah, but everybody is not injured. Everybody's healthy.
Okay, it would still be Rashina. It would be Listinova. It would be Malnikova. And right now, Anna Kalmakova is really hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm not sure what I mean. I'm not. I'm just like haven't figured out what they would need for the from that fifth spot from the based off those four. Would they do all around? I
Did you
think
pick? Did you pick the young?
Kamakova.
Did you pick the young lady who had the really hard bar routine?
Yeah, she was my first pick.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like Listinova and Malnikova would do the all around. One of those two other gymnasts would do the third all around spot maybe. And to me, Kustova. She just retired, but she looked amazing the past 2 or 3 years. She turned a senior right when Russia was banned. Diana Kustova.
Okay. So, with all of those people in this Olympic Games now, who, not who, from 8 to 1, rank your teams.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say that Canada didn't qualify, and
Okay.
Romania is eighth.
Okay.
And then let me look at the teams again. Goodness. It's not like clear cut, for me at least. I feel like I'm just, part of me thinks that um now there are a lot more well-rounded teams than, like, I don't know that I feel bad calling them out first, but I think that they would have some issues staying in third place. Brazil. Like, then again, I think they could beat Japan, and um, China could fall and
Talk your
place lower
shit,
than
daughter,
them.
because I agree. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Keep talking. Keep talking. So you're saying eighth place would be Romania, seventh place would be Brazil.
Brazil, Japan, or China if China doesn't do well.
So you're saying Brazil is in seventh, sixth is China, fifth is Japan.
Well, am I allowed to let China have a good competition?
I mean, it's yeah, I guess.
Because I feel like they could beat, maybe they could beat, I mean, maybe. I don't think that I'm gonna put China higher than Italy or GB, even though China's my favorite team. So
I can agree with that.
I guess that by default that means I think GB is, um I don't know, GB or Italy. Who's the better team? Jessica Gadarova is snatching, or not snatching any medal, but like she's definitely would have, I feel like she would have taken some opportunities from Alicia D'Amato, maybe, if she
We're
was
not there
here.
yet. We're not there yet. Stay on the team. How would they finish, sis? Fourth place would be
Fourth place. I think it's so hard for me.
it is hard. Make a decision.
Who was on the GB team again? That
Both of
was
the
pretty.
Catarova sisters,
We were,
Odine.
and Jennifer was like 2021 or
No,
when
we're
was Jennifer?
saying she would have to be her best of this quad. That's the game. They have to be in this quad, their peak of this quad, not of last quad.
Okay, then I think I'm gonna give it to Italy,
As the
the silver medal.
GB, the bronze medal.
It's GB or China. Yeah, I be.
No, because you're forgetting the Russians are here. So and you
Oh,
haven't
I
said
totally forgot about the Russians. I think Russia is going to be a cute bronze because Russia is, I don't know. I feel like Russia has the sloppiest gymnastics of those three teams, but they also have good difficulty usually.
And then with all the sloppiness, Russia still goes to bars where they're going to slay everybody but China.
Yeah, maybe I'm not ranking them high enough. It's really hard to say also because it's just like these competitions, the circumstances of this quad have been like the mentality has been they're not going to compete internationally. That could affect it or their performances
Hey Ezra, hi friend, how you doing, baby?
and like our perceptions of them. Are they what they're capable of?
Yes. So while we're up here playing, we don't want to hurt people's feelings. Hurt a bitch feelings. How do you think they would place, girl? Do you want me to give you my list to give you time to compress yours together?
Sure.
Okay. I think we're doing this. I think in number 8 place, I agree we're going to go with Romania. I think in number 7th place, we are going to go with Japan. We are going to go with Japan, even with their strongest team possible. In 6th place, we're going to go with Brazil, with their strongest team possible, and everybody else is hitting now. Yes, Rebecca Andrade is a talented girl, and so is Flavia, but then they have a lot of gaps in the hole after them too. Lots of gaps in the hole after them too. Um, in number 5th place, I don't see it for them this year. I'm gonna say the Russians. That's right. With no falls and nobody with Listanova and Melnikova, I think the judges would slay them girls' pussy sacks,
Could
baby.
you
And
could you put a different team together for the Russians?
I really couldn't.
Did you watch the Russian comp?
I watched some of it. I
I
watched.
haven't watched one routine from it yet. I'm saving it.
Um. So in 5th place would be the Russians, in my opinion. In 4th place, though, would be China.
Oh, that we both put them in fourth.
Yes.
I think. Maybe I bumped them down to fifth after I added Russia.
In 3rd place would be the Italians.
Oh wow. Not GB silver.
In 2nd place would be GB. Without question, would be GB.
Why do you think that is GB over Italy?
They have a much stronger team. A much
No, but
stronger.
they have weaknesses on bars and floor.
Not with the teams that we picked.
Yes. Okay. What are the lineups for GB?
So
Maybe there aren't. Sorry, that's why I asked. Lineups.
Jessica Gadarova is doing the all around. Undine is doing the all around. Alice Kinsella is doing the all around.
Just for team finals.
Oh, for team finals. So vault would be um Odine's beautiful DTY, Jennifer Gadarova's DTY, Odine's DTY, Jessica Gadarova's Chong. And
What about
then
Alice's Amanar?
Alice is lucky she's on this team. Stop pushing it. So then we're gonna go to uneven bars where it's gonna go Ondine. Ooh. Yeah, that is a
See,
weak event.
Onzine is not put. I feel like Onzine could put up like a low 13. with a hit routine.
Okay, so it's gonna be Undine, Jessica Gadarova, Becky Downey for bars.
Yikes! See, I think that's not strong enough to keep up with Italy.
But if you just not hear the vault rotations that I gave them, they'll be okay. And then we have Bean, which they're gonna catch back up because they're gonna go Jennifer Gadarova, Undine, Jessica Gadarova. And then
Okay, but Italy could clear them.
we have Flora, where GB is gonna eat everybody's pussies other than America when they throw up the floor lineup of Alice Kinsella, Jennifer Gadarova, then Jessica Gadarova, and then they clear.
It's really close for me.
And clearly the Americans have won this event. I don't even think we need to go there. Now, let's skip ahead to where my good daughter wanted to skip ahead to. At now, who makes the all? Now we're not gonna do everybody who makes the all around finals. Is there anybody who is not at the Olympics who is going to replace people on teams? Let's just go for team from team. So for the Americans, I'm sorry, Stuni, you're not making the all around finals. It's not going to happen. It's either going to be Charlize or Sky. And Sel, I just said I'm on this team. Sky isn't doing the all around, so it's going to be Charlize Jones. So it's going to be Simone and Charlize in the all around for the Americans. Who's next? Who are the two for GB? It was Alice
Oh, just
and
team by team, or you're talking Charlize is gonna qualify in second? What are you saying?
I'm just saying it would be easier just to start off like the teams by teams. Who do we think the
Sure.
okay?
So
So for the
let's
Italian,
go by your order, not my order.
okay,
So for GB, it would be Jessica Gadarova and
Undine.
Undine, but I think you think she scores higher on bars and floor than she does. Then for Italy, it would be Manila and Alice. And
Nope.
then yeah, it
I
would not
feel.
be Asia. It would not be.
I think it would be Asia and Manila. I'm sorry, Alice.
I think Alice is better than Ozia ever was now, but we don't know where Ozia could have reached if she hadn't gotten injured. Also, we don't know if Alice would have gotten this good if Ozia hadn't gotten injured and given her some of the spotlight, more opportunities to compete.
Hell, it might have been Asia and damn Alice, and we giving Manila too much.
Right, Manila would have had maybe less opportunities as well, especially if Vanessa wasn't injured.
Period. Who else? Um,
um, China, it would be Xiao Qiwen, and I think it would still be Oh Yushan.
yeah, yeah.
The last all-arounder who was better than them would have been Li Shujia and Tang Xijing.
Yeah. So, how do we think the all around would have played out with the people who we're saying would have made the team? Now, I'm not made the team. They would have made all around finals. Now, I'm sure there are other people, and if we think of somebody, we could always replace them as we're going along the way. But I definitely think the top three would have been
What would France's team have been? I know we talked about them at the beginning, but now I'm interested because I think Kalia would have been on the team, or if we can count her on the team, what would it have been? That gets
See,
interesting.
with France, it's just not who was injured, who the French Federation didn't run off the team. That's the what if that we have to play with them. So if the French Federation wasn't running bitches off the team, it would have been Kalia Nemor,
Melanie.
Melanie. It's this young lady they used to have called, I think it was like Anna Fest or Anna Fress or something like that.
Aline Freeze. She had a Rudy.
Yes, something like yes. Aline Freeze. Um,
Caroline Hedwig. Would
I'm
she
not
have made the team?
probably probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what France could have done to. I do think Melanie should have and would have made the all around finals if not for whatever circumstances they were going through.
How great would that have been if Melanie and Kalia had both gotten to be on the same team, even if they weren't on the same team, but being in the top um, group of competitors during the all-around final on this rotating on the same piece?
That would have been awesome.
That could have maybe helped Melanie's mental game.
I don't know what's gonna help that girl right now.
She's figuring it out.
Okay,
Let's give her grace.
let's give her all the grace in the world. Your top three, your top three in the all around with no
Well, who do you
injured.
think would make the all-around for Russia?
Melnikova and Listanova.
All right. Um, I feel like maybe we should mention. No, that's. I feel like I'm good with that.
Hmm. Do you think Melnikova or Listanova would have placed top three in the all around over Simone, Shalisa, or Rebecca?
I want to say it's really hard to answer that unless you like we get more specific about some stuff. And I want to say that I think I would be more inclined to pick Listinova over Melnikova, regardless of where they end up, because she was performing harder gymnastics for a certain for a good period of time, in like the middle of the quad, 2022. And I don't know if they'd be better. Like, I think Victoria Listinova was doing harder routines than Shilese in 2022. But
Ooh,
do you want me to just pick like yes or no? It's nuanced for me.
it's nuanced, but I want your final decision. So I don't want nuance. I just want you to pick people.
Oh. What I feel like there's been inconsistency in our conversation about which time period is okay, like when we're pulling from, which time period we're pulling from the gymnast's performances and capabilities, you know. I think in 2022, Listinova would have beat Charlize Jones. She would have placed ahead of her.
But do you think 2022 Listinova would have picked whatever peak year Charlize is for you?
Charlize peaked her best year, because I don't know that she's peaked, was 2023 qualifications at Worlds.
Okay.
And I think she would have placed behind them. Because even with that performance, I don't think she broke 57. But then again, it's not like Suni Salih broke 57 with her Olympic medal winning performance. So.
And then you also have to remember, are you really going to trust the scores that Listinova got from Russia? Like,
No, that's why I haven't mentioned them. I'm just going off of her D score. But also, like, not just what she was awarded, like her routines, because I remember them. That's when she was doing, like, Ghostbusters floor.
but do you think, because Melnikova looked great this year, like she wanted to win those little Alamos that they were going to do in the.
I'm low-key, like, not a huge Malnikova fan. Like, I think her gymnastics is sloppy. So I think, again, she's going to place behind Listinova for me.
I think for my top three would go Simone, Rebecca, Charlize. Jessica Gadarova,
I would
Listinova.
love that would I would love it if Listinova and Charlize got to battle it out these worlds. Maybe one time one of them wins, the next time Charlize beats her.
You mean Jessica Gadarova?
Maybe in 2022 Jessica gets her bronze or her. Oh, Charlize beat her,
Mm-hmm.
but she beat her in qualification, I think. I love it. This back and forth rivalry.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not trying to speed us along. I'm just letting you know that I'm falling asleep as we talking. So I'm doing my best, friend. I'm doing my best.
Well,
Okay.
okay. But
Okay.
also go to sleep if you want to.
No, I want to finish doing this because I'm having fun. It's just I'm tired because I just got off of work and I got this new work schedule and it's just so. I like it. It's just I got to get used to it.
I'm
Um,
just saying, there's nothing wrong with. I understand you're tired. There's no shame in getting your sleep, your beauty sleep.
plus, this is supposed to be my other job. Well, not really, but well, you get paid for you. This is supposed to be my other passion in life, and I've been doing lacking so hard on it lately, and I want to like at least give the people one good damn show where I'm not the internet or I'm tired or
I know
something.
you're so professional. The
When
the ultimate businesswoman you are, and I'm just like, it's for fun.
yeah, right. Okay, Vault. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. No injuries. Well, Jay Carey does not even make our team, so she's not in vault finals. Um, Yo definitely had a shoulder injury that prevented her from doing her best vaults at this Olympic Games. So none of that. Who else?
Mm. I feel like I didn't give a clear answer about who would medal though in the all around.
Oh, go ahead. My bad if I feel like I spoke ahead of you.
Um, going through each event in my mind. Because Listanova is sloppy too. It would be a great battle. Jessica Gadarova versus Listanova versus Shilese. I think Shilese gets it just because Shilese gets it for me because she was able to make the world podium twice, 2 years in a row. So there's no reason to believe she wouldn't be able to do it again.
That makes sense.
So Vol, you had already started talking about, and you said there wasn't much change. Do you think Jessica Gadarova would have made the Vol final?
Yes, but I don't think she would have medaled. Well, no,
Is she the
because
only GB gymnast doing 2 vaults?
Ruby, but she doesn't make my team, so yes. So
Yeah,
uh,
on your team.
that bronze was between Jessica Gadarova and Sky Blakely.
What about Suni? Maybe she still has her DTY.
I think Sky would beat her.
Okay. um, what else could change? Like, what is there to consider? Gymnasts who got injured, vaulters who got injured. Would Georgieva from Bulgaria be even further ahead in her progress if she hadn't injured her knee in 2022? Would she have her Amanar by now?
Um, I doubt it.
Okay. Well, then that's that, I guess.
An even bars.
You would definitely, you could have like a more competitive second gymnast from China.
Yeah. Mm, the only other, I think, I do think Shilese would have made bars finals too. Oh, Gabby is on the team though. Okay.
I forgot. She's okay.
I don't know either Shilese, Suni, or Gabby who would have made bar final. I really don't know.
Oh, that's difficult.
I don't know what the hell. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking of Gabby at her peak making handstands and stuff. I think they will all be scoring somewhere around 14-8 and 15-1. So whoever had the best routine of the night probably would advance.
But you know
So
what? I think that the second Chinese would have gotten the bronze and made it null and void.
period. Period. Um, I think Simone and Sky would have made beam finals over Suni. Beam is beam, so I'm not going to make predictions for beam because anybody could fall. Like it's beam,
I know.
but I would say people who I think would have made beam finals. I think Sky Blakely would have made beam finals over Suni. I think
The Japanese. I
most
think
definitely.
they left two beam world champions from 2021 and 2022. And then Shoko won the bronze also in 2022.
Hell, and definitely Agia D'Amato would have made beam final over Alice. So Alice's gold medal on beam would have never even been possible.
I thought that Alice qualified ahead of Manila.
Really?
I could be wrong, but I think so.
I don't. I don't know. Maybe. Damn, Manila. Sorry, sis. Your bronze medal would have never happened. Sorry.
And
But
then on floor, I think Jessica Gadarova would be the champion.
absolutely, 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 1,000. Even with Simone not going, I think they would have. I think it would have been very, very close between Jessica Gadarova and Simone.
You you mean if Simone hadn't gone out of bounds?
Even if Simone would have stayed in bounds, I think whatever Simone's highest score at this Olympic Games was, like for her
She
best
broke
routine,
15 one time.
I think Jessica Gadarova would have been like a tenth of a point back
Back or ahead?
behind.
Oh, okay. If
It
if
would be
Simone
behind.
had hit a clean routine, I think she would have won. If Jessica had been in that final and everyone had performed the way they had performed, I think she would have won.
Most definitely. But hey, I could sit up here and say if Charlize Jones was in that finals and everybody else performed the way they performed, she would have won. If
Even though she's never put up a score that high. And Jessica has multiple times.
I don't know what Charlize's new floor team would have scored internationally. Who else? Who else do I
Because
think could have? Gabby would have won the bronze,
so,
maybe.
oh, okay. But she would have been third. She would have been super country.
She would have, but still. So I think Gabby final tumbling passes would have been punch front through to full in. Second tumbling pass double layout. Last tumbling pass double Arabia.
Punch front layout.
Period. Give them all the alley race moves. Um,
That was fun.
that
What's been
was
happening in the gymnastics world recently?
a lot
Are there
of
any headlines?
college gymnastics news that I just don't care about that hot.
Sure. So not so much with the elite worlds. I think Brazilian Nationals is going to happen in a week or two.
Osana Chusavita is still out here playing around.
Right? She's going to try for LA. The Gold Over America tour has started, like rehearsals.
Mm.
Any training videos?
Other than Sunny, not no.
Kayla DiCello showed a pass that she was working on, a 1.5 through to a 2.5 punch front
But
fall laid out.
yeah, I've always wanted to see somebody do that pass. I'm happy it was Kayla DeSello.
Sky
Mm,
Blakely said that she might be competing elite this season as well.
which would be dope. Look, Kayla and Sky, just let what's his face be your fucking elite coach. Like, look at what he did for Leanne. Imagine if he had 4 years with you all.
Oh, really? You feel that way?
Oh wow, you feel the opposite.
Not necessarily the opposite, but I don't think I feel exactly that way because I feel like Sky and Kayla have smarter routines from their old coaches than Leanne's old coaches, and wanted Leanne to bring more difficulty to her other three events, and she never did. And I think that's part of why she didn't make the team.
Interesting. Interesting.
Why do you feel that way?
I feel like he has a good natural coach gymnast relationship with his athletes. I don't know. He just seems to be a good person that I want him to succeed as a coach. I don't know. I
Oh
have
yeah,
no.
I don't want to say that he isn't, and I think Leanne is really happy to be working with him.
Mhm. Um, anything else you want to cover before we get in the show?
Um, from the those Olympics or anything in general.
Anything in general?
Are you gonna continue going through the years of the 80s and 90s?
Yes, I've just given it a nice hot break because for whatever reason, it was becoming a little bit oversaturated. Like, and even with my own timeline, like I'm like, okay, I guess. So I
What
just had to
year
give it
did you pause at?
85.
Mm, great.
And I also realized I've been skipping years. Like I would go 81, 83, 80. Oh, because those are the years they had world championships.
Hi.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You skipped 82?
I skipped 82. I skipped 84.
Are you
So
gonna go back?
I'm going to go back and do 82 and 84.
Great.
Excuse me.
Do you know if Mary Lou was the first to throw a double layout at World Olympics?
I've always wondered that because it's not named the Red End. I
Well, I don't
don't
think
think,
it's named after anyone, is it?
but she's an American. They definitely would have tried to pull to getting it named after her. Um,
I know that a gymnast from Bulgaria, Diana Dudeva, I think she tried it at 83 Worlds and fell. And then she was competing it, I think, in 84 at the Friendship Games. But I could be wrong. It could be 85. She successfully competed it later in her career.
because I know at one point in time in '83, Mary Lou was doing a double layout actually as her second tumbling pass for whatever reason.
Did she just switch her passes or did she have a harder first pass?
No, she was doing the full in as her opening pass and the double layout as her second pass.
Huh, I wonder why.
Oh, shout out to Kathy Johnson Clark for retweeting my tweet about her in the '70s. Thank you,
That was
Kathy.
sweet.
That was sweet. Everybody who's watching on Twitter, please go to the Loves Gymnastics community and become a community member where we're going to start doing exclusive things in the community page that we don't give access to the regular public. Um,
Ooh. Also, a good way to connect with your community.
Correct. And we also might in the future, hell, start planning trips. Because I really want to do a meet and greet with the gymnastics fans. I just don't know how, or I haven't really thought that deeply into it yet. But one day soon. One day soon. Um, but yeah, I'm out of energy, y'all. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you, Oscar.
It's
Hey,
been
Lady
fun.
Blood Red. You missed it, but I'm gonna end the show so you can go back and watch the whole show. Thank you all. I love you all so very very much. Peace out. Peace, love, and hair grease. Thank you,
Kisses.
Oscar.